Good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon, or good night, depending on where the bloody hell you are. I don't know. Boy, do I have a treat for you today. And today, we will be looking at the Alpha 5 Feng. The one and truly and only successor to the Alpha 5. I make it sound more exciting than it really is, doesn't it? Anyways, this is the only successor to the Alpha 5. This means that there's no such thing as a bloody Alpha 6, there's no such thing as a bloody Alpha 7, and there's no such thing as this bloody Alpha Super Hyper Turbo Ultra Remix Donkey Kong 9. So, there you go. I've seen too many reviews and people claiming that they have the Alpha 6 when in reality all they have is the high-end memory or whatever. So, we'll be looking at this one, and since it is the successor to the Alpha 5, we will be, of course, comparing it, to the Alpha 5. So we'll be looking at what kind of improvements, what kind of differences they are. They are really similar, to be honest, and I accidentally mixed them up a couple of times. But this is the Alpha 5 Feng, which we'll be looking at about right now. That wasn't not a very good cut, but anyway, that's what you get. This is the core of the 5 Feng, and as you can see, it has this kind of like a dark yellowish color. The Alpha 5 has more of like a brighter yellow color, and there is actually difference between the core between this and the Alpha 5. As you can see, it's kind of like a rounded on the core on the Alpha 5. It's kind of like round, while this one does not have like the round corner. Everything is just straight, like pipes. So I guess that makes it a little bit of a difference. Now the centerpieces are not strangely surprising, really weird. The Alpha 5 was pretty known for having some really weird shit going on, and this one is no exceptions. What they did with the centerpiece is that they took away as much plastic as freaking possible, and they came up with this. It's a very bony. I don't know. It's missing a lot of the plastic trays that the Alpha 5 has. That's the centerpiece of the Alpha 5. See that? See there? Has a lot of plastic. Well, they removed all that for the 5 Feng. It's kind of like this, kind of like a just a spring structure, really. And the center caps are kind of weird. You kind of lock them on these 4 parts. I don't think you can see that because the autofocus on this camera sucks. But anyway, that is the centerpiece. I'm just gonna put this thing back here, and there we go. It's kind of smooth. It still has this springy feel of the Alpha 5. I'm gonna take a look at the edge here. This is the Alpha 5 Feng edge. Now, it is significantly different from the Alpha 5 because the Alpha 5 had like these rows here, plastic rows going on, such as this. This one does not have that anymore, so they eliminated that somehow. And but the cut here is almost identical to the Alpha 5 though. That's the Alpha 5. That's the Alpha 5 Feng. And you can see they are significantly similar, though this one is a little, actually the 5 Feng is a little bit smaller though here in the cut. This one is a little bit thicker, which makes it actually a little bit faster than the Alpha 5. Also, the Alpha 5 has like this pointy little teeth, shall we call it, here and here. It has like this dual teeth going on right in the edges here. The Alpha 5 does not have that. It does not have these kind of teeth here. And it had like this really weird caps going on here. It's just really absurdly strange. These are the caps that you have to put on the Alpha 5. They look just really weird. You put those on here on the side, such as this. You can't really see that because of the bad angle, but That's what you get. Corners. This is the Alpha 5 Feng corners. Nothing new there. It looks pretty identical to the other alphas. It's just a little bit smaller. This is an Alpha 5 corner. This is an Alpha 5 Feng corner. And as you can see, the only difference is that the Feng is just a little bit smaller than the Alpha 5. The pieces are also actually a little bit smaller. I don't think you can really see that, but we'll see that when I build the cube together. But like I said, nothing noticeable on the corners. They are pretty much identical. Let's put together the bastard. So, how's the cube? Well, in fact, I'm very impressed with it. It is actually really smooth. It still has this clickety mechanism kind of feel to it. That's known from the, that's a Guhong idiot, from the Alpha 5 series. But at the same time, it's smoother than the Alpha 5. They went with a lot less plastic on it and smaller plastic pieces, and that resulted in the cube being faster than the Alpha 5, in fact. So it turns actually a lot smoother and a lot faster than the Alpha 5. It locks up less, never popped, and in fact it's really good. I'm really impressed with what they did here. However, there's one drawback. They went with also a little bit lighter plastic, which resulted in the cube being very brittle. The plastic feels cheap on this. Not ultra cheap, almost like it almost breaks, but it's kind of cheap. And you can really feel it, the feel of very cheap plastic. And in fact, I broke one of the centerpieces the other day without being violent in any way, shape, or form. So you see that part here? It's missing a pin here and a pin over there. It's supposed to look like this with all the 4 pins in place. So it is significantly cheaper build quality than all the other good cubes out there. So you have to take that into account. But to be honest, the cube is really fast. It's just like an Alpha 5, but it's faster and lighter. It's the lightest cube I have, to be honest. It is significantly lighter than the Alpha 5 and all of the cubes. I think that this is in fact the lightest cube that is normally sized that I have and seen in my, at least in my collection. So would I recommend this? Well, I would, because this cube cost me only $6, $6 or $7, so it's considerably cheaper than all the other nice cubes out there. So I mean, you can buy this without feeling that you've spent a lot of money on something you're not gonna like. And well, that's about it. I would actually recommend it. On a fun side note, when I bought the cube, I got this weird credit card look-alike. It really feels and really looks like a credit card. And it says, in Chinglish, of course, the inventor of top magic, misspelled magic, cube for some world records. And it has like a ruler here. And on the back side, it's a cheat sheet for all the 21 PLLs. All in proper notation. You can't see that here because this piece of shit can't really focus, but it says them in almost all of them are 2gen actually. Some of them are really long, like the Z permutation. But it's with proper notation and everything, so it's kind of like a cheat sheet if you're trying to learn PLL and you like to have it in your wallet or something. So that was a kind of like a smart idea, I guess. Wonder what it would look like if we had the full OLL list, but hey, at least they thought about us speedcubers. So it has like this weird URL. I don't have no that, but anyways, that's kind of fun. So I would recommend it. Same as the Alpha 5, but smoother. However, lighter plastic means that it's kind of I don't know. It's cheaper anyway, so I would recommend it. Go get it, boys. See ya. The Alpha 5 Feng. Now in this review, we will be comparing it a lot to the Alpha 5. Obviously, duh, since it's the successor, of course we're going to look at the predecessor. You know what? This is the Alpha 5, this is the Feng. God damn it. Ah!